Okay, Tubi, let's stand up and let's have a prayer first. Miss Christina, can you please lead the prayer? Okay. Everybody, let's stand up and bow our head and feel the presence of Lord. Okay, thank you, Miss Christina, for leading the prayer. So a while ago, I played a video that containing our classroom rules, and we have four classroom rules, and we call that BLE classroom rules. Be on time, listen attentively, enjoy, and have some fun. So, welcome back to B and good afternoon. Now, you may now take your seat, and Secretary, can you please check the attendance? Thank you, Ms. Lopez. I'm happy to know that all of your classmates are present today. So before I begin the discussion, let's have a recap first or review first. What is the last topic that we discussed last meeting? Yes, Ms. Billiamore. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Ms. Billiamore. Our last topic is fish and shellfish. Fish is blooded animals and then has a internal skeleton, while shellfish has some shell to cover and then have unsegmented bodies. So who can give me three types of fish? Okay, thank you, Miss Kyla. We have bisugo, galunggong, and milkfish. That is that are the three types of that are some types of fish. So before I begin, I will play the video that will give you some insights or idea about what our lesson for today. So watch carefully and attentively because I will ask some question after the video. So this is it. Okay, class, what have you noticed in the video that we watched? Uh, yes, Miss Tina? Oh, you noticed an egg. So, in your own word, what is egg? Yes, Miss Doctolero. Very good. Egg is a poultry products that comes to like chicken, ducks, or goose. So you have an insight na of what lesson that I will going to discuss for today. So you will going to discuss egg and what is the nutritive value of eggs and how to handling the eggs properly. So our learning objectives are at the end of the lesson, the student are expected to describe the composition and nutritive values of egg. And now number two is differentiate the abnormalities and market forms of eggs. Number three, demonstrate proper techniques of storaging eggs. Number four, appreciate the importance of proper handling of eggs in ensuring food safety. So, who can read the slide? Yes, Mr. Villanueva. So, thank you, Mr. Villanueva. Eggs are poultry products that came from chicken, duck, goose, and ostrich that we are eaten as a food. And then has a protein or is one of the source of vitamins that our body needed. So, let's proceed to next slide, the nutritive value of egg. Who can read the slide? Yes, Miss Crystal. So, just like what I said, eggs is a source of some vitamins like protein, vitamin C, iron, or vitamin D, and riboflavin that our body needed nga. So, are you agree, class, that egg is one of the food that has a lot of vitamins that our body needed? Okay, class, we agree. Well, we all agree. And then let's proceed to different types of egg. We have turkey egg, chicken egg, quail egg, goose egg, pisan, pigeon, and duck egg. So, do you know class the pugo? Yeah. Okay, we buy it in some vendor, yeah, in a street vendor. Yeah, we eat it a lot. Okay, some of you knows the different types of eggs, huh? Okay, let's proceed to composition of egg. Do you before that do you understand the lesson, class? Okay, class, let's proceed to a composition of egg. Oh, who wants to read the slide? Okay, there's so many. Okay, Mr. Kurt. Okay, thank you for reading, Mr. Kurt. Uh, Composition of egg is composed of 9 parts: the shell, the yolk, the germinal disc, the vitelline, Chelsea, air sail, shell membranes, albumen, and then thick albumen. So we all know that egg has a shell, and then after the shell, um, they have a what do we call that, a shell membrane. So after that we have an air cell, and then after the air cell they have a albumen. You know the albumen is the nearest to the shell and then spreads around the thick white of highly quality egg. And then uh, thick albumen is after the thin albumen. So it's a major source of egg, stand higher and spreads less in higher grade of eggs. And then the Chelsea uh, is like a strand, or we called it like a bituka of egg. Yeah. Yeah, egg is also have a bituka. Okay, after and then before the Chelsea, the vitaline, the yolk, the yellow one or orange one, that holds a content, and then the shell for the outer, the shell is outer covering of egg composed a large leak of calcium carbonate, maybe white or brown. And then let's discuss what are some abnormalities that egg has. And then who can read the slide? Okay, I will call in this side muna ha. Um, okay, Mr. Gerald, I want to hear your voice. Okay, thank you for reading, Mr. Gerald. I think that is the first time that I heard your voice. Uh, um, the first abnormalities of egg is double yolk egg. Okay, class, did you encounter this? I know a lot of us encounter this abnormalities of eggs that has a double yolk or has a double yellow one or orange one in one egg. Okay. It is result when ovulation involves the stimulus release of two yolks, or when the oviduct is failed to engulf the released yolk. Okay. The second one is yolkless. Yolkless eggs are caused by a bit of tissue sloughing off from the ovary or oviduct. And then let's proceed to the next slide. Who wants to read the slide? Okay, can you please read it, Miss Maria? Okay, thank you for reading, Miss Maria. The third abnormalities of egg is egg within an egg. Did you encounter this, class? So because me, I didn't encounter these abnormalities at all. And then this is due to freakish peristaltic movement of the oviduct, causing a reversal of direction of a formed egg. It's like a double egg in one egg. Did you understand that, class? First, it has a two shell. To be short, it has a two shell. That is the egg within an egg problem. And then the fourth is the blood spot, are usually formed by a rupture of one or more small blood vessels in the yolk sac when the yolk is released. Did you encounter, class, when you crack an egg, you will notice that has some blood spot in egg? Did you encounter that, class? Okay, some of you encounter that, but me is not. Okay, thank you, class. So, who wants to read the other slide? Okay, okay, Mr. Ellie. Thank you for reading, Mr. Ellie. The fifth abnormalities of eggs is a meat spot. It's like a blood spot in egg, but it's a meat. It's look like a meat. Undergone chemical color change, or bit of tissue slappen off from the ovary or oviduct. The six abnormalities of eggs is soft-shelled eggs. It is it's look like this egg has a have a no shell, because it's soft, and it's look like no it's look like it doesn't have a shell nga. And then the second one, the other abnormalities of eggs is a thin-shelled eggs. Oh, this is caused by dietary deficiencies, heredity, or disease that came from a chicken, goose, duck, or ostrich, or quail. So that's okay. Let's proceed to the next slide. The 8, 9, and 10 abnormalities of eggs. Can you please read it, um, Miss Mean? Okay. Thank you for reading, Miss Mean. Glassy and chalky shelled eggs. It's look like the shell is a glassy, or what do we call this? It's look like that is magaspang in Tagalog, and mapulbura. It's look like that. And then the off-colored yolks, it's or a certain pigments in diet. Capsaicin of pimiento and paprika produce red yolk and have a much higher percentage of highly oxygenated. It's look like, class, when you crack an egg, it's you will notice some eggs has a uh, yellow color, but some it's a light color or light yellow color. That's what we call off-colored yolks. Uh, okay, the 10 abnormalities of egg is off-flavored yolk. Eggs may be caused by disease, certain feeds of and egg white pH is and packing materials. You will notice sometimes when you crack an egg and you cook it, it's a off flavored. They don't have a flavor. That's it's the meaning of that of the off flavored eggs abnormalities. So the let's proceed to the egg storage, freshness of egg, and food safety. Wants to read the slide? Okay, 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 um, Mr. Aldrin. Mr. Aldrin, can you please read the slide? Okay, thank you for reading, Mr. Aldrin. So the food safety and freshness, to keep the freshness of eggs and the proper storage of eggs is the first one. We always need to keep it in their carton. Eggs should not be stored in the on the refrigerator door because it will cause that eggs will crack when you open or and then close the refrigerator door. And the main body of the refrigerator to ensure that they keep a consistent and cool temperature. And then the third one is the leftover raw eggs, white and yolk should be put in a airtight containers and stored it in the refrigerator immediately. And then okay, sorry class. Sorry again. The recommended storage times for eggs for to keep it fresh, leftover yolks or white, we will keep it for at least 2 to 4 days. The hard and then the hard boiled eggs will we can keep it within 1 week. And then the prepared egg dishes we will keep it within 3 to 4 days. The pickled eggs is we can keep it within 1 month. The frozen wool eggs is we can keep it 4 months. Okay. Oh, how to test the freshness of egg? So we will check the date, the expiration date or the date on the carton. So we will guess if this eggs is fresh or not. And then the second one is shell should be rough and dull. And then three is fresh eggs sink in a dish of cold water. Okay, let's proceed to activity time. Who wants to read the slide? Okay. Mr. I want to call the voice at the back. Um, Mr. Juliado. Can you please read the slide? Okay. Okay, thank you for reading, Mr. Juliado. Thank you for reading. So the students have a 10 minutes per group, and then I will divide this class into two groups. So this group will be the Hep group, and this group will be the Hooray group. So you will examine the eggs that have a certain abnormalities. This include cracked shells, unusual shapes, different colors, or other visible differences. Okay, before each group will start, I have here the eggs that each group will go into analyze. This egg is for the Hep group, and this egg is for the Hooray group. So each group will only have 10 minutes to finish the group work, and each group will choose two representatives to discuss their work here in front. So, okay, class, start now. Okay, class, time is over. Let's proceed to your group presentation now. The representative of each group, please come here in front. And the group Hep will be the first group will present their work and followed by the group Hooray. Okay, thank you, Group Hep and Group Hooray. It seems that you learn a lot in our lesson that we tackled today. Before I proceed on the next slide, do you have any questions or clarification, class? Okay, thank you, class. Um, let's have our recap first. So let's proceed to our recap. I will ask some questions after I will have after I will summarize the lesson that we tackled today. So the topic that we discussed today is about eggs. Egg is from is a poultry products that came from ducks, ostrich, or uh, goats, and then pigeons. And then egg is a source of some vitamins that our body needed, like protein, mineral water, fat, and then etc. And then the we discussed the composition of eggs, and it composed of nine composition: the shell membrane, the uh, vitelline, the yolk, and then the thin albumen, the thick albumen, and egg has abnormalities. We discussed 10 abnormalities of egg, like double yolk egg, of shelled eggs, egg within an egg, and then etc. So, and then we discuss also the how to test the freshness of egg, how to keep it fresh. So that's all the details, or that's all the information that we tackled today. So I have only two question class before I dismiss this session. So uh, what are your takeaways about the composition, storage, and abnormalities of eggs? Who wants to answer this question, class? Okay, once I will call the Miss Jenny. Okay, thank you for sharing your takeaways, Miss Jenny. Okay, for the second question is, as a FSM student, what is the importance of knowing the composition of eggs? Mr. Mr. Lawrence, what is the importance of knowing the egg composition as a FSM student? Okay, thank you, Mr. Lawrence. So, seems that you learned a lot today, class. So, before I dismiss, let's have a quiz time. Let's have some quiz. And this is the quiz. Okay, take it only 5 minutes. You will take the quiz only 5 minutes lang, class, ha? And then after that, we will check your paper honestly, but you need to be honest in your score, class. Okay, take the quiz, class. Okay, class, the 5 minutes is over. Let's check your own paper. Let's check your own paper, class, ha? And then I will show the answers for our quiz. Okay, the number 1 is shell, 2 is yolk, 3 is vitelline yolk membrane, the 4 is Cholsea, the 6 is air cell, 7 is shell membrane. Oh, no. The 7 is true, 8 is true, 9 is really, it's also true, and then 10 also. It's from 7 to 10, the answer is true. Okay, may I know who got 10? Oh, it seems like all of you got the perfect or the higher score, but may I know who got 9? Okay, only 2 students. 8, 7? No? Okay. I'm happy to know that a lot of you got a perfect score in our quiz. And so before I will dismiss this session, I will I will show to you the assignment class. Our assignment is research one traditional Filipino dish that uses eggs. And on a bond paper, write a short reflection on how eggs enhance the dish, and then submit your assignment in our next meeting. That's all, class. Thank you for today. You may now leave this classroom. We are dismissed. Thank you. Thank you, class. Thank you.